I think every movie that deals with the mafia is going to remind somebody of another mafia movie. But what I liked about this is, there's violence, there's action, there's definitely the thriller throughout, but it's very different in a way. You don't see the family in the witness protection program in France. It's very, very different in that way, and I really liked that. I kind of had wondered why it maybe hasn't been done before. So yeah, I was really keen on the idea of playing that. I think the most exciting scene to film so far was there's a scene where I'm being I'm starting to be taken advantage of by these group of boys, and I turn around and I grab the trunk's open, I grab a tennis racket from the trunk, and I just go off and go into this guy. And well, one, I've never done anything like that before, and two, just learning all the technical ways to go about a fight scene, and just I grew up a dancer, and for me it feels very much like you're running a dance routine. Start here, pick this up, move here on this count, and then you go and do this for 3 seconds and move into this, and then with this long hair that I have for this movie, it's flying everywhere. And it was very hard that day because the sun, the way that we shoot on this movie, very Italian, I think, way of shooting is you wait for the light to be perfect, and when it's overcast or whatever, you wait for the clouds to pass, and you see Luke and Ludo and everybody with these magnifying eyepieces to kind of calculate when the clouds are going to pass. So we would have to stop for 40 minutes and then jump back into the scene and do it again. So just everything with that day was challenging but rewarding, and very exciting. The first day I met him, we were doing makeup tests, hair tests, things like that. And I came up to him. I had met almost everybody else. I came up to him and I gave him a hug. I was like, "Hi, it's so nice to meet you." He gives me a hug. "Yeah, it's nice to meet you. We're going to have so much fun. This is so great." He's like, "Yeah, yeah. So where are you from?" I'm saying, "Oh, I'm from San Francisco." Blah, 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 blah. He goes, So what do you do on this movie? Are you hair or makeup?" And I said to him, "I'm your sister." So that automatically kind of put us in that space of, banter, because I could kind of tease him for that. And, and Tim and I were filming all the things first and foremost. So we were out here for 2 weeks before Robert or Michelle or Tommy got out here. So we really had a lot of time to kind of mess around and get into that headspace. But it's very natural to me. I have a younger brother myself. So I'm very fond of playing the older sister. When I read the script, I just thought it was so fun. Uh, Especially that fish out of water, that the feeling of an underdog is something that has been ever present in quite a few movies, and definitely the television show that I'm on. But it's a very universal feeling. You can feel it 10 times a day, you can feel it 1 time a day, but it's going to happen to everybody throughout their entire life. And this, in such a grand scheme of things, being in this very small provincial town in France, having such different ways of or examples of normalcy, it's just, I knew it would be something very, very fun to play. And so automatically when I was reading it, I could kind of see it all playing out in my head and wondering what Luke would do with it, things like that. So yeah, I was definitely excited after I first read it.